Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that need to be in Black Ops 4 Zombies, or whatever Treyarch's next title they decide to call it. It may not necessarily be called Black Ops 4, but just for the sake of this and context of this video, we're going to be calling it that. Now, we have some pretty cool stuff to talk about today, so if you guys end up enjoying this video, I'd really appreciate a like rating, guys. We'll aim for 450 likes. I know you guys could absolutely crush it, and if you guys do happen to be brand new to the channel, if this is the first video you're ever watching, make sure you do subscribe for more stuff just like this. I'd really appreciate it. And without too much talking, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this list. So coming in at the number 5 spot, something I want to see in Black Ops 4 Zombies is a very good selection of box weapons. Now, that being said, we don't know what the next Treyarch title is 100% for certain, so we don't know what the future, the time period is going to be. It could be future, it could be past, it could be a modern game. We really don't know, and it all depends on what the multiplayer is, because that's what the box weapons of said Zombies game pull from, right? If you think about Black Ops 1, we use guns from the campaign, same with Black Ops 2 and 3. And I like Black Ops 3's guns, don't get me wrong, I like the futuristic kind of style, but I'd like to see something maybe a little bit different. I want to see more variety of guns in the box as well. That's something I think Infinite Warfare did astoundingly good at, is they were pretty much always updating weapons to add to the mystery reel. Like, it seemed like, I don't know, a weekly basis pretty much, there'd be a new weapon in there, something for us to try out. And Black Ops 3, we didn't really have any box weapons added later on, and for the most part, they were futuristic guns, obviously, besides like the PPSH and a couple stuff that they added within Chronicles. It was mostly all futuristic stuff just from the multiplayer, and whatever, time period they decide to put the next game, I'd like to see a good selection of variety box weapons and pretty much just a wide range and spectrum of everything. And I want you guys to let me know in the side of the comment section right now, would you like to prefer to see futuristic guns or past guns or modern guns? Or what era would you want to see for mystery box weapons for zombies? Or maybe you could see everything. Who really knows? We'll have to wait until next year to find out. Now, coming in at the number 4 spot is about customization. Now, Black Ops 3 kind of started this with weapon kits and the way gobblegums work and stuff like that. You can customize your gobblegum pack, you can customize your weapon kits, so your weapons are literally different. They have different attachments, camos, that sort of stuff when you're actually playing the game. But I think Infinite Warfare took it a step further with the weapon kits, and then I want to see Treyarch next year go even further with not just weapon customization, not just gobblegums, that they have this same system coming back in the next game, but I want them to customize, just go all out with it. Maybe give us an option to where we can select our own character before coming into the game. Maybe give us an option to where, if you've beaten the Easter egg on a certain map, maybe you get a camo that you can only get by doing said task. Or, you know what, to be honest, I kind of want Treyarch to start implementing variants. Maybe keep it, tame, kind of how Infinite Warfare did, where the variants aren't really too crazy, and it's like, if you have like the best variant of a gun, it's not going to make you a god at the game, but it provides a little bit of a better, reason to grind for one of these weapon kits, and I think they could do something really cool like that if Treyarch did it properly. I'd like to see some variants come in. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section, but pretty much all in all, when all is said and done, I just want more customization options. But they really did a good job in Black Ops 3, but they need to go a step further and just keep the innovation going. And that's something that I really want to happen in the next game. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot is probably something that's going to be a little bit controversial, but I would like to see some different style Easter eggs. Now, what I mean by that is Black Ops 2 is a perfect example of different style Easter eggs, right? If you think about it, Mob the Dead's Easter egg works so differently to how Transit works, and likewise, the same logic, Origins works way different to Buried, and this is because Blundell and Jimmy Zielinski had way different ideas and how they wanted to design Easter eggs. Blundell's gameplay kind of flows with the Easter egg, so while you're playing the game and setting up, doing the task of the map, you're pretty much working on the Easter egg as well. When you're playing Origins and you're making the stabs, that's pretty much the first step of the Easter egg. But when you're playing a Zielinski map like Transit or Die Rise, you might not do any Easter egg steps if you don't know about it, and you could play the game 100 times. You could play that map 1,000 times over, and if you don't really look for Easter egg steps, or you're not really into that kind of stuff, you wouldn't even end up doing it at all. In Black Ops 2, there was some kind of Easter eggs that just flow with the gameplay, and those would be like the Blundell maps like Mob the Dead and Origins. And then there was also other maps that you'd have to go completely out of your way to do the Easter egg, and those would be like your Transit, your Die Rise, and your Buried. But I think there's a time and place for both. You could argue and say one is better than the other, but I personally have, a place in my heart for both style of eggs. I like going out of my way to do Easter eggs because it kind of provides a different experience when you're playing the map. It almost feels like you're playing a different game when you're playing the Easter egg rather than just messing around, you know what I mean? So pretty much the point to take away from this one is I just want different style Easter eggs along with different style maps as well. That's why I love Black Ops 2 so much, is because every map has its own unique taste. Black Ops 3, while I absolutely adore the maps, kind of fell into the trap where they almost did kind of feel the same and blend together when you think about it. I mean, they were all Blundell maps, and while they were all different in essence, they were still under the same style. And I think that in the way to keep everybody happy, if you have a bunch of maps that have different variety, I think that there's something for everyone if you make it like that. That's my personal preference. preference, and that's what I think, but you guys let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section as well. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. Who really knows? We will wait till next year to find out. Now, coming in at our number 2 spot, I want to see different game modes. This is something that, again, Black Ops 2 did pretty good. It's something that I could have done better, but it wasn't bad all in all. My only issue is that a lot of the game modes that were separate from just, the regular survival was that they felt incomplete and sort of broken, and we know from Blundell's interviews that they kind of were. I mean, they still needed more work to be done on them. They need more time to completely polish and perfect them, which is fine. It's just for something, when Treyarch drops their next title, I'd like to see maybe at least 1 to 2 different game modes that are well polished and are fun and have replay value and will add to the game experience. I think that's something that's really, really important. I just want something that's still zombies, but is a little bit of a different experience than just the regular, like, grinding high rounds or doing an Easter egg, right? Especially for streamers, and especially for me. When I stream a map, I pretty much have 2 options. I can go for high rounds, I can hit round 100 or whatever it might be, or I can just do the Easter egg or do some kind of challenge like that. And obviously, there's more challenges, there's more variations you can do, but imagine how good it would be for streamers if there was, like, a bunch of different game modes like Grief and, like, Turned, which are really on the right track of doing fun things that you could play. Like, what if they just went all out, and there's a lot of fun things you could stream that were, like, fast-paced, they were fun to watch, and they're really, really enjoyable. I don't know about you guys, but I think that would add so much replay value to a game that already has a pretty good amount of replay value. I mean, you can play zombies over and over again, and at least for me anyway, after a long time, it will get boring from time to time, but it takes a long time for me to get burned out on zombies. But if we had extra game modes that were fun to play, and they were, polished and well done, it would even add more replay value to this game, which is something that I love. And I'm pretty optimistic about that for next year. Blundell said there could have been more. He could have easily thrown in Grief into Black Ops 3, but he wanted to make sure it made sense with narrative reasons, which I understand because Blundell's like a story guy. So, with this all being said, hopefully next year he finds a way to incorporate the narrative into some sort of brand new game mode, along with just the survival and playing Easter eggs and things like that. So we'll have to see about that next year. But let me know if there's any game mode particularly that you would like to see. If you have any thoughts about that, leave it in the comment section down below. Now, coming in finally at our number 1 spot, I would really like to see more rewards in general. Now, this can mean a lot of things. Number 1, I want a better super Easter egg reward. I would like to also have more prestige awards and just, better stuff for playing the game a lot and grinding it. Because if you think about it, in Black Ops 3, to be honest, there's really no reason to prestige. There's nothing tangible that you get besides extra rank icons that you actually get from prestiging. It really doesn't do anything for you. And that's why a lot of people chose not to go for it when Black Ops 3 was in its full life cycle. And I think that's something they need to change for next year. Give us a reason to grind and give us a reason, to go after rewards. Something that Infinity Ward did really well was the variant system. We kind of talked about that earlier. That was a reason to grind if you want to get some certain weapon variants you want. Now, they don't have to be super overpowered or anything, but give us something to work towards. And that's something that Black Ops 3 did not have. If they're able to remedy that next year, that would add so much more to the game. And going back to the super Easter egg stuff, I know Blundell's actually talked about this in the past. He didn't really want to have some grand reward for the super Easter egg. I mean, to be honest, he even said there is no super Easter egg, but the reward that you get for completing all the eggs in BO3 is, of course, the RK5, which is nice. It's good in its own right, but it's nothing crazy as compared to, like, Director's Cut mode in Infinite Warfare. So we pretty much have the 2 extremes. We have the RK5, which is pretty much the bare minimum reward, and then we have something over the top and completely ridiculous like Director's Cut mode. And believe me, I like both. I like playing in Director's Cut mode, and I'm very appreciative of the RK5 when I have it in BO3 as well. It's just something I think they need to find the happy medium. I mean, give players more of an incentive and reward for doing all these crazy tasks and challenges, completing Easter eggs, and just doing more stuff like that. I want more rewards for doing what we do in these games, but, that's kind of up to Treyarch's developmental decisions at the end of the day. I just think that's something that would really benefit players. So I think we can pretty much wrap that up there. That is going to be my top 5 list of the 5 things that I want to see come to Black Ops 4 Zombies, or of course whatever the next Treyarch title is next year. You guys can let me know in the comment section right now if you have any, disagreements about what I said, or you have any ideas of your own. Definitely let me know. I would love to read your guys' thoughts on this, and pretty much now is the time to say something if the developers are listening. If we want change in the game, or if we want something added, now is the time to speak up. But I think if all these changes are added to next year's game, it could be an absolutely astounding one, honestly. Probably one of the best Treyarch drops we've had, maybe ever. It might be the best Zombies title that we've had in history. Who knows? But with that all being said, guys, that is going to be the video for today. If you did enjoy this, I would really appreciate if you could drop a like I said at the beginning. That'd be absolutely awesome. If you are brand new to the channel as well, be sure to subscribe for more content just like this, daily videos, daily streams, whenever I'm able to do so. And also, one more thing real quick, if you guys don't already follow me on Twitter, there'll be a link down below in the description. Definitely go follow me over there. It's a great way for you guys to talk to me outside of videos, outside of YouTube. The Twitter, we're getting pretty close to 10K followers, which is absolutely awesome. So definitely go follow me in the description down below, guys. And other than that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all up in the next video. Peace out.